It's midnight in Jamaica, and you're listening to Goody Bar Radio. It's your girl DJ Razor.
And this is Marlise, here to share your stories of love, longing, and everything in between.
Don't be shy. Call the line.
This is your nightly dose of Jamaica's sweetest stories,
where every conversation is top shelf.
It's midnight in Kingston, Jamaica, and you're listening to Goody Bar Radio. Me and DJ Razor are back again.
Yes.
On another night here in Jamaica.
Yes.
And I'm really excited about tonight's caller. I feel like he's got a really juicy story.
Yeah. We're still on the topic of first. I feel like this is one of the times where sometimes you want to hear a male perspective on the first.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? I know every day, name day, we need to balance it
As
out.
women, we're always like pouring out our hearts and being so vulnerable.
We
need more men
Yeah.
calling into the show. And lately we have had more
That's good.
men calling in.
Yeah. So this caller,
ready to spill their hearts.
I love that.
To us, right?
I love that. Like, be vulnerable,
I feel
babes.
like we're healing the world.
Yeah. Be vulnerable, babes.
You know?
Love that. So today we introduce the lyricist.
Yeah, he calls himself the lyricist.
Yeah.
He sent us a voice note and
Right.
was like, I'm ready to tell my story.
Yeah.
He's from Portland.
Oh, yeah?
Which is like one
Far
of my
East.
favorites.
Yeah. Nice.
You know, so I feel like he's got a lot of romance stories that come out of Portland.
Yeah, man. So I must know him I talk about today.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, so caller, are you on the line, the lyricist?
Yeah, good night. I'm so happy to be here. Wagwan Mar and Wagwan Razor.
It's good to have you, man. Welcome.
Good to hear from you, the lyricist.
Yeah, thank you for having me. So, I mean, if you want me to jump right in, I can just jump right in. But I know you had a few callers on before, and them tell them story, but I kind of want to do my thing a little bit different today. So, can I?
Of course.
Please, you have
floor
the
is
floor.
yours.
All right, cool. So, let's begin. I don't know what I want to call this story. I feel like I should. I'm not going to give it a name until the end, because that might give it away.
Okay.
So, maybe let me begin.
That is it.
It was a cool September evening, just like today. She was 17, I was 18. We were young, with the sexual appetite of two young rabbits on the first day of mating season. No, it wasn't our first time.
Wait, hold on. Pause. A poetry way I get in the dance, right?
Yes.
And that's what I say right now. So,
Straight poetry
watch
in
me
the
now,
dance.
the lyricist.
This feels
You
like
never
a
make we know.
storybook.
Say I saw
Yeah.
you there
Wasn't
go on
ready.
night.
All right, we have to
Wasn't
go
ready.
in straight.
We need a couple bomb for drop. Yes, sir.
Let
Watch me now.
let me
Couple
adjust
bomb.
myself.
Please, I beg for you bomb them. God say I know, say I saw you go on. Then marry to catch that. Love this. When you start all over for the callers, then we just.
How old are you now, caller? This was 18.
I was 18 then. I'm 35 now.
Okay.
Wow.
All right. Sorry for interrupting you.
Let's
Okay,
go.
go
Not a
ahead.
problem. We can go twice.
Yes.
It was a cool September evening, just like today. She was 17, I was 18. We were young, with the sexual appetite of two young rabbits on the first day of mating season. No, it wasn't our first time, but this time wasn't like others. We had our favorite spots, Devon House on the lawn, sometimes in a handicapped bathroom stall, her house or mine, but this one was one of our favorite spots of all, Limelight Halfway Tree. The stairs rippled all the way to the attic, her hand in mine, as the last glances to my best friend let him know he was on watch. It was a quiet day on the complex, and it wasn't our first time, so we knew how much and how little time we had, or so we thought. The room was familiar, like the way my hands traced the pathways across her skin and hers against mine. The room dimly lit with streaks of light piercing through the cracks of the closed wooden door windows. We wasted no time, each second and moment merging into the next. The silence pierced by her gasps, and pierced by, well, you know what. Like I said, it wasn't our first time, but it was the first time I would have ever tasted her in ways I never did before. Now, as a Jamaican youth, in the early 2010s, you hear it all the time, in the music, on the streets and in the bar and with your friends. And as a famous Jamaican orator once said, "No girl can't sit down on my head. But this beautiful woman that I love so much most definitely could. It wasn't the first time she asked, no, not the second, not the third. But this time I thought, what kind of lover would I be if I couldn't do for her what she did for me? She didn't have to ask this time. Her gasps and moans told me everything I needed to know. Her hand guided me gently as I explored this familiar land in foreign ways. Needless to say, it was a deliciously good day.
Wow.
Murder. For Samantha.
Wow, I didn't expect that.
Murder.
Yeah, tell us, I wanted to bring something different.
Lyricist.
Murder for Samantha studio.
Please.
The people in the studio beat down a glass. Watch them a beat down a glass. Jesus, beat down a blood. Hey, wow. Hello, ma'am. Everybody in there
I
understand.
have to catch my breath.
Definitely.
Yes.
Then man, lyrics so still.
Now that's a refreshing story.
Style.
You know, I had to bring something a little
The
bit different. Because
honesty.
it's Goody Bar
Style,
Radio,
yeah.
so
Yes.
Goody Bar deserves only the
Yes.
best.
Style you have,
It's
my
a
G.
real
That's cool,
man.
man.
Style you have,
that
my
called
G.
in.
We
Watch
kill it reading
it
with
now.
the style and pattern.
Yeah.
That's cool, now.
So at 18, you were like very tapped in with like, okay,
Women's
this is an
pleasure.
equitable exchange.
Yeah.
You know?
So I've always been a different kind of youth where just, my mind stretched all over the place. So I felt like at the time, you had the, as I said, Jamaican dialogue around, oral.
Right.
And that wasn't a thing that you could have stand up and said as a youth, you do.
Yeah.
But to be honest, me, it's also a lover boy. Right now, I wear a shirt with a big heart on it, a big red heart on it. And I felt like, I love this girl. I love her with all of my heart. So why not?
And that was your first time doing it.
And that was my first time. First.
And
I
is
remember
it like
it.
something you looked up online? Was it something you talked to with your dad?
No.
Your brother?
No,
Or
me not
the
look up
like-
that online, brother. What you think, man? Be. So, nah, man.
How did you come to the decision like, all right, I'm gonna try this?
No, we were together. We were together for a while, maybe more than a year, maybe already.
Mm-hmm.
So we had experience around each other's bodies, but as I say, is a thing she did ask a few times before.
Okay.
But I
Let
was
me tell you
just
something
like,
where you say
nah.
will just intrigue me. Explore each other's bodies. Enough man not really a talk like them a tell you
Curiosity.
it's just pounding and it's the
Yeah,
consistent
but-
jab. I don't understand. But you speak about it with such eloquence. I think you put words to what people are actually feeling. You know what
and
I
just
mean?
the curiosity around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
young
No, thank you
love.
very much, man.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like that's always been the way that I've known. I mean, them said trauma builds champions in some kind of way. So I feel like maybe in my own ways, writing was a conduit to express my feelings. So I used to have 2 poetry books, and I would just write every time I'd meet
So you've
somebody or
always
some.
been- yeah,
I've always been a
What's
writer.
your sign?
I'm a Capricorn.
Okay.
Expressive sign.
Yeah. Not
See,
afraid
they
to
say
talk.
Capricorns aren't emotional, but they
Nah,
actually
they might
really
just be
are.
wrong. Yeah. We're deeply emotional. We just don't show it. Or we only show it to the people that are closest to us. Yeah.
That's why I take
As
you
a
a year.
Capricorn.
That's why I take me a year.
Well, you got there.
Well, we got there. We
And
get
she
there.
tell you so she like it.
So what's the song that you're dedicating to this story?
That's a good question. What
Lyricist.
song am I? So at first I was going to say no girl can't sit down by my head because just of the irony of it all.
Yes.
And I feel
In the Beningi.
and I feel like that's kind of how Jamaica is now. A lot
Yeah.
of men will say, "Oh, me nah do that.
Yeah.
That I know my
Okay, so
thing, daddy."
today, that was what 15 years ago.
Yeah,
or
yeah,
so
yeah.
today.
About 15 years
Do
ago.
you and your boys like have an open dialogue? Like, your guy friend comes to you and says, my girlfriend maybe complained about this or whatever, and whatever, she doesn't know what she's talking about. Like, are you gonna correct and be like, you know what? Maybe try this.
Well, no, we don't really have that.
Maybe.
I think men still don't have. Maybe some. I think a lot of men still are guarded in some kind of ways, but there is an improved amount of openness around talking about the,
Yeah.
oral sex and all kind of different
Yeah.
experiences. Amongst my male friends, we can openly talk about it, but a man wouldn't necessarily link me and say, "Dog, me nah do the thing right, so can
Yeah.
you tell me how?" No, man, nah do that.
You're right.
Yeah, man, I do them something there.
Right.
Like, He may rather just go Google it than go come and ask. If it's something different, then maybe, yeah.
See, I feel like that's so different than women.
Yeah, I was just about to say. Like,
what do you think of this?
Somehow this just happened to
Razor?
me. I feel like, say, I don't know what to think about it, but am I dumb?
Yeah.
But like, you're just like, no, G, like, you're fine. Or it's like
a little gut check.
Yeah, some little temperature check type vibes where you're just like, all right, did I do this or did I fuck this up?
Like,
you know what I mean?
Has someone ever asked you this, X, Y, and Z? And I feel like men need to talk to each other more.
Yeah, because it's community at the end of the day, and I feel like women have a really deep sense of community. I can always lean on my women friends. And this other day I was talking to somebody, I was like, I love how I have no nonsense woman in my corner. Because, like, it's never any nonsense in my corner, bro. And it's just because women are connecting like that in so much ways that I'm like, I would never, ever give up my friend for nothing. You know what I mean? And it's just sisterhood. And I think men need to have a little bit more spaces in which they share like that. Because I think the lack of that is showing in today. You know what I mean? It's showing now.
Yes.
Like, we're seeing how men are isolating themselves and isolated in general. And I just do not know if I can take one more person or a guy coming to me and saying he don't know if him can go to him friend about this because he feels some type of way about something. And it's shame and guilt, isn't it?
That's
like,
why I think it's so important for men to have female friends.
Yeah.
As well.
Friend with them a keep as friend. Don't try nothing.
True.
Please
but
and
you can't
thanks.
Maybe say to your fellow guy friend, you can come to your female friend. It might be a little bit of a different conversation.
Depth, you know what I mean? Like, communicate on different levels and learn, because there's so much to learn from each other as gender. We're not in a war every 2 seconds. I feel like it's a gender war every day on Twitter, on whatever you call it. I just feel like every single day is a gender war, and I can't take one more scenario in which did your mother sitting on the front seat or not? What? I feel
like people want to talk about it more than they're actually dating.
Yeah, just forget
like
about all
of that. They want to debate it and, like, you know, whatever, $200 dates and stuff, like,
gender wars
in the scenarios, and you're just debating what you would do if you were in it.
Senseless. I feel like we can wrap it up, like, for real. Wrap that, take that away.
Yeah, man, coming up on the phone a long time, quite a little stone, sound good though. Yeah, man, my credits are bought up, you know.
The lyricist has us in a whole
lyricist bring with that thing, man. Yeah.
But thank you, the lyricist, calling Goody Bar Radio.
Yeah, I think overall we just appreciate having men call in and be vulnerable. So thank you so much for doing that with us.
And I love this story about being, you know, pleasing a woman. We need more of that.
Yeah, man.
Definitely.
She reached
loud
first.
and proud about it.
Yeah.
That is right. All right. Well, thank you for having me.
Thank you for
maybe
coming.
I'll see y'all next time.
Yeah, man. Call in again.
Anytime.
All right. Credit on us, yeah?
I'm out.
And ladies and gentlemen, that was the lyricist from where again? Portland, him say?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was something.
I like that story.
Yeah.
Similar to the last one, just really positive and, you know, talking about things that maybe are taboo.
Yeah.
But it's a part of life.
Yeah. I think at the end of the day,
we need to be more open and just, like, curious about,
openness is key.
Yeah.
Openness is key. I like that people can just find a way to be open even in times where they feel like they're scared. And
he really was a lyricist.
Yo, that poem there?
Yes.
That poem there? Like, nah, studio did see that poem there go on.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know what go on, I don't hear what just go on. I not talk it again, it body your blow, hey. So, guys, thank you so much for coming to another episode of the Goody Bar Radio. This is lovely.
Good night.
Thanks for calling Goody Bar, where every conversation is top shelf.
Bye.